Hi, it's the beginning of the year. Everybody's got their goals and dreams. And I just wanted to share a few things that you have to watch out for. Okay. Because I want you to win in 2025 all the time, really. But we're talking about 2025 right now. So, number one, there are 4 achievement killers that you want to watch out for. Okay. No clear vision. Words they just don't do visions justice. Like you got to picture it. You got to put yourself in it. You got to feel it. Don't tell us what you want. Show us what you want, right? And get super specific. So if you want a car, don't just be like, oh, I want I don't know, BMW 5 Series. Like, what color is it? What color is the interior? What color are the floor mats? What's the license plate going to say if you're going to get something like that? What do you look like when you're driving it? Picture yourself in it. Picture yourself pulling up somewhere and seeing other people getting out of the car. Like you have to have a clear vision, get detailed, and really take a moment and get in that mode so that you actually feel it. Second one to watch out for is you got to review your goals, your dreams. So you write them down, put them on a piece of paper or something, or somewhere in a notes file, and that's it. If you don't review it, like if you're reviewing something once a week or once a month, that would be a lot for most people. Most people just write them down and then put them somewhere, hoping that they come across them again. Don't do that. Don't put it in your purse or your notebook or that one drawer in the kitchen. You need to be looking at this 3 times a day. Serious. It's not going to take that long. And how you do that is put triggers in. So when you brush your teeth, when you go to start your car, unless it's freezing cold outside, maybe do it before you go out there. When you arrive at work, as long as you're there on time, sit there, put it in a notes phone, in your phone, a notes app in your phone or something like that. But you got to be looking at these and at least thinking about them and visualizing 3 times a day. And please don't tell me you don't have time for this. That takes a lot of time. Like you waste more time on that than with Instagram or TikTok or something like that. This is the most important thing in your life. Take 3 times a day and look at it. Okay. You do that, it has a way higher chance of coming true. Then no stakes, rewards, or activation. What's a stake? Stake in the ground is like, I'm going to do this, and put whatever you don't want to do in there. Like I know a guy that said, I am going to get to X amount of body fat percentage by this exact date, or I'm going to go into a physique show with no tanned, no shaved chest, just going to go in there and kind of look like a dad bod on the stage with, all these other guys that are looking studly or whatever. Or maybe it's making a donation to the opposite political party that you are or something like that, something that you're not going to want to do. Then you hold yourself accountable to it. And why? Because the fear of loss or, in this case, fear of embarrassment or something is oftentimes a better motivator than the fear of, or the allure of glory or gain or whatever. So that's one thing. And going to that end is the rewards. What cool experience or thing or whatever that you probably wouldn't go out and spend money on yourself. But if you hit this goal, it'd be a big deal for you and it would be worth it to reward yourself. Maybe it's a new fancy pair of shoes, or maybe it's whatever. I don't know what it is, but something that you normally would be like, I want that, but I'm not going to spend that money on myself. But if you just busted your butt and made something happen that you didn't think you could make happen 3 months ago, you deserve it. You should have a reward out there to kind of draw you forward. And then what is going to go and get to help you make that first step? What's going to activate you? Think about that when you're not motivated, not, like right when you write out these goals, but a week later, what's going to keep you motivated? So you got to have stakes and rewards that will help keep you activated. And then no daily standards. This is where, this is the first step in the process. Actually, it's the second step in the process. The first is actually writing down what you want, whether it's personal, financial, fitness, relationship, health. Like these are all areas that you should have goals in, right? And then for each one of those, you have to have a daily standard. And, the weekend days, people are like, oh, I don't do it on the weekends. The weekend is 28% of the week. Did you realize that? It's a lot of part of the week. You got to do this stuff every day. So whatever it is, it could be a small step, but do it every day. So not just work days, not just weekends, everyday standards. What is one thing that you just know that if you did it every day, there's no way that you wouldn't be closer to your goal after 90 days or 365 days or whatever? I highly recommend quarterly goals, 90-day goals. They're easier to keep in mind and keep you motivated. But whatever that is your daily standard for the goal. Maybe you want to drop a few pounds. Well, if you walk twice as much as you normally walk every day for the next 90 days, you're definitely going to make a difference. Or maybe it's something to take away daily standard. Like maybe you're going to have no desserts or no sugary sodas or whatever the case may be. But it's all about consistency, and it's the person you become when you start believing in yourself because you keep commitments to yourself. So that's why that on the bottom is bolded. Consistency is the foundation of all success. Nobody got to where they are and stays there if it wasn't built on a consistent daily practice of doing something. So figure out what those are. Talk about it with somebody that's actually been or is where you want to be someday, and they'll help you. Have conversations with people. People are way more willing to share than you would believe. So if you see someone that has what you want, or they seem to be the person that you would like to be, reach out to them. I don't care if it's a gigantic influencer. I don't care if it's some gal in your neighborhood. It doesn't matter. Talk to people who are further ahead down the path than you, and you will shorten your learning curve and you'll get there faster. We want you to grow fast, and win. So those are the 4 achievement killers. And if you'd like some help on how to actually set goals, I can help with that too. So there you go. Food for thought, and keep it in mind. And if there's any way I can help, always reach out to me on LinkedIn. It's at Gee Coffey, or even on Instagram, which is at Gee Coffey too. And that's at, obviously, GUYCOFFEY. And that is it for today. Take care.